Hi guys. I wanted to make a quick review of some Connect6 games I played quite recently in the first championship of Connect6 on Little Golem. Well, as you can see, I ended this in the second position behind Anatoly, the player from Russia, who is actually insane. He won all his games, uh, 18 points. When three players got 12. So he won quite easily, but he's really, really, really good. Um, I wanted to make a quick analysis. I think it will be a really short video about some ideas that happen a lot in my games. Uh, Usually I lost this game, by the way, but let's check these four games where, I mean, something is happening. So let's pick the first game that I played with Zizewang. So, okay, the start is quite standard. Okay. Um, at this point, why not? And here I play this move, which is quite bad and losing. Let's check this part especially. This move here is really bad. Maybe it was just better to just play there. I don't know. Blocking this diagonal probably. Um, this was really, really poor. Um, let's check what happened. The idea is white can play this move first. Well, okay. But then it allows white to just play this. Um, this is the kind of idea what I want to talk about this in this video. It's like you make a 4 in a row with generally a hole somewhere, okay? Uh, you make a 4 in a row and you are building like something like with many possibilities. For instance, this triangle. I already made a video about triangles, and sadly, I'm not following my own advices. When you let your opponent build this, um, first you need to block this 4 in a row, but then he still have a 4 open, a 6 open on the right side, but he has also this and also this, and it's quite easy to win this. Let's check what happened, but okay, with black I play this, and he could just, well, this is not even forced, but well, at some point he's just, you know, he's just winning easily, like putting everything and just making only 4, 4, 4, and at some point you can block. So just this idea where you play outside, you play you play outside, like it could be a triangle, but sometimes it's a little different pattern. But if you allow players to make this, usually you're gonna lose. So probably here, just play this. Uh, it maybe it's also losing because you have something, I don't know, but maybe you have I don't know if this is losing or not, but maybe it is. But yeah, it seems also losing. Okay, so this is maybe why I didn't play this, because this is also losing, as you can see. This is also losing, so maybe you can play this, but you have to play something different. I don't know, maybe it's not possible to play there, so maybe I had to play this move, maybe, because at this point it's a little different, because if you go there, then at least you have this to maybe save something. It's like this position is a little better because you have a black there instead of there, so maybe it's a little better, but maybe it's also losing, I don't know. Uh, Well, you need to think about that. You need to think about the fact that the player gonna extend. It's probably easier to see this in some next game. So let's illustrate this with, again, I played with Mizio. So let's check the start. The start is okay. And at some point, Mizio, well, here, Mizio let me, like he's not playing any threat. It's like, okay, white, just play. And here I could play this move, which is really, really strong. It's like, well, it's like a triangle also. You have this, and you have that. And the thing is, when someone is playing like outside with something like this, generally you cannot block everything. Again, let's see. I decided to play this because at least it's a 4 in a row. I could block. I just extend. This is also a 4 in a row. So he needs to block. And now, when you have something like this, you know that it's win. It's a win. It's really easy to win this. For instance, let's illustrate, but okay, he conceded. Okay, so now let's pick my game with 5, 4, 6, 6. Same. Um, Here, I played this move, which is bad. It's just better to play here. It's better to play here because you make a 3 in a row. And if white is playing something like, I don't know, you can play this, okay? And so he needs to play there, then he's adding something, but at least you have 2 moves to block. So for instance, I don't know, but you have 2 moves to just block what is going on here, okay? And you can defend. In the game, sadly, I played this, no threat, okay? And already I'm in trouble. White played this, I have nothing. And white is threatening already many things. So you have this, but you also have this, and you cannot stop everything. So I tried something like this, but okay, he's just played something like extending, threading like also this 4 in a row, and well, it's just dead. So you need to remember that if you don't have the pressure, like if you don't have at least 1 3 in a row somewhere on the board, the opponent can like do what he wants. Okay, um, so here would be just better to play there. Um, and finally, see how the boss Anatolish killed me. So we played this opening. So he's black. And here I play this move, which is probably bad. It was possible to play something different. And when you play this, the problem is I allowed the famous triangle outside with a 4 in a row. So you can pause the video and try to find it, but it's quite easy to find it since I said what we are looking for. He just played this. So the triangle with a 4 in a row. So you have to defend the 4 in a row, and you have this, and maybe the extension. So I tried this, like making a thread here, but I knew that it's gonna lose. He could play this, a 4 in a row there, and well, it's just easy to win this. Yeah. So again, just remember the move. I don't have um, I don't have a good 3 in a row. So maybe I still could try to defend like this, but it would have been just bad because I tried to compute this, but it was also very bad. It was like maybe he can just play this, and it's like now I have 2 problems, one there, so it's not good. Um, so it wasn't possible to defend like this. But also he could just play this because he has also another 3 in a row. So well, if it's to play this, it doesn't change anything, okay? So the thing is, at some point, also the guy with the most 3 in rows can just play a 4 and you need to answer. So at this point, I was dead. So here I had to play something different. Um, but maybe it's already dead because you have to block this of open 3, of course. But then you have to choose. I mean, if I play this, he can play, well, it would have been better. It would have been better, actually. It would have been better because here he cannot play the triangle. Maybe he can play this, but it's probably not that strong. Could play something like this, for instance. Okay, and you don't have big threats. So it would have been better to open this place than this one, because after this move, it's a win for black. So well, just try to remember this. You need to have 3 in a row to put some pressure on the board so that you can defend and play a 4, defend and play a 4, and he will have to answer. If you don't have this, or less 3 in a row than your opponents, the opponent will try to play some triangles or some 2 or 3 threads outside like this with a 4 in a row. So this is the classical stuff. You play a 4 in a row in the extension. This puts many threads. You already lose 1 tempo to just block the 4 in a row, and with 1 stone, it's not enough to block all the threads he created. Okay, so for instance, here I block the 4 in a row, and I cannot block all the threads here with only 1 because you have this and you have that. For instance, you could imagine I play there, okay? But then this is open. So for instance, you could play something like this. Um, and well, it's not good. In general, you could check this, but it's almost sure all of this is really bad. It also opened this, so you need to think a little, but we know that it's not good. Well, so remember this, make some 3 in a rows, and don't let your opponent make some like triangles outside, making a 4 in a row. You're just gonna lose. Well, hope it could help you for next championship. See you guys. Bye bye.